Training camp starts tomorrow for the Detroit Lions as the rookies report. They'll get a weekend of work in. Then the vets come in. Most of those guys are probably out there already getting ready for the season. But Tuesday is when the vets officially join in. And we'll start to get some news. It's early. People are excited, and they should be. Most anticipated. I think it's the most anticipated Detroit sports season of all time. Kang was talking before the break, which brings us to the thing that I am more sure about the fact that Jack Campbell is going to have a great year and take a massive step forward than anything I have ever predicted on the air ever before. Like he has all of the makeup and the skill set that I think is going to project into him having a great second season. All the athleticism with the RAS score coming out of Iowa. And I think the programming of the computer chip upstairs of Jack Campbell tells me the only thing that slows this guy's progression down is injury. And I am as sure of this of any of my sports takes ever. I am just fully 100% convinced that he is going to be a star in the middle of that defense.
You should voice that opinion sometime. That you believe in Jack Campbell. No, man. Physically, mentally, if you drew up a linebacker, I think it's Jack Campbell. Like, how could he not succeed? And I'll give you credit, Doug. You when push came to shove, draft night, before the draft, that day, you said, you know what, the Lions were taking Jack Campbell in the first round. And that's not a popular opinion because the value, right, of that positional value.
Yep.
But the Lions went and did it, and they saw whatever you saw, they saw too, man.
I mean, I'm doing victory laps for something that hasn't exactly come home yet, but I am so convinced. And there's a couple things we can do with this. One is, what is your current sports take that you just cannot move off of? You just know. You are so sure no one can change your mind. What is your current sports take that your friends know you for it? You don't even debate it. You are just as sure of it as anything. What do you got? 248-539-9797. But I want to welcome you aboard the Jack Campbell hype train. He's going to be a star in the middle of that defense. Full stop. I'm just absolutely convinced. And maybe I'm looking for confirmation bias, but I am as convinced that this guy's going to be a star more than anything.
Our first text says, "Are you willing to eat a hot dog?"
So yeah, I knew this is exactly where it was going to go, and I'm not doing that. I'm not. Give me a break here. Give me some time to breathe before I got to.
How long does it take to digest a hot dog, Doug? You're fine.
You got to give me some time to get over what just happened before I start going down that road again, which I probably will. But I'm not guaranteeing anything with eating a hot dog, in the unlikely event that something goes woefully wrong.
Well, we'll give you injury, of course.
Yeah. But I am as convinced that this guy's going to be a star.
Just like, is he going to be a star, not just in Detroit, but like around the league? Like, this guy's going to be all-pro mention, Pro Bowl player, all that, right? Yes,
all of that.
Okay.
All of that and more. I think he's going to be all-pro. I think he's going to be all-NBA.
Pulitzer.
Yeah. He's going to win a Nobel Prize. 248-539-9797. What is your sports take that you just can't be convinced otherwise? Your current sports take. You got one right now?
Yeah, it's for this upcoming. Well, it's going to play out next year eventually, but my take is it's not local, Doug. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But it could be local. Is that Cooper Flagg's going to be the number one pick in the NBA draft. I'm calling it right now.
You are all in on the Cooper Flagg hype.
Absolutely. And so if the Pistons do get the number one pick, please take Cooper Flagg. But yeah, I mean, I don't see, even through injury, he could even get injured, Doug, at some point. I think he's the number one overall pick.
Is it?
I know that's going out early here because I don't know someone from Europe, can all of a sudden be the guy. But I got Cooper Flagg, man. I don't see how he isn't.
I mean, I love it. I'm
convinced.
You know what's funny is that these practices against the Olympic team. Is that what's turned you?
Yes. I mean, they didn't invite every high school 18-year-old kid out there. No, Cooper Flagg was the one. And not only did he get invited, he held his own. He held his own against the best in the world. I think everyone saw it. He could sit out this upcoming year and be the number 1 overall pick. That's my thoughts.
Wow, you are buying for sure on Cooper Flagg and the hype. 248-539-9797. What is the sports take you have? You are as convinced as anything you've ever believed right here, right now.